Well, Katie, thank you for coming on the red carpet.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Let's dig into what got you into this fun and little crazy entertainment industry.
Yeah. I've always acted ever since I was a kid. I think my first play I was 12, 10 or 12, but it was in a theater camp and I remember the play was like about some kind of circus and I was a juggler. That was my role. I just learned how to juggle. And I just thought it was really cool. I thought it was cool that it was like you can learn how to do new things just for like a role and all the people were so nice and so I kind of got the bug there and then I acted all throughout high school. I did a bunch of plays in my high school theater and then I went to school for acting at St. Edward's University, mostly theater, and then I graduated in 2020. So it was like, oh my God, everything's closed, like I can't act in theater. I got to learn to act on film, and I've done film ever since 2020.
And your
So,
graduation must have been, was it on Zoom? I'm just curious
oh my
because you're,
God, yeah, it was a slideshow on my com or on my parents' TV. But honestly, my graduation was awesome because we had a party at my house and the thing was playing on the TV, but it was all my friends and my family. And my sister dressed up in like a cap and gown and pretended to hand me my diploma. Like we had so, and then we popped champagne. Like we had a great time. So I do feel bad for some people because I know it was like really like depressing. Like they're
Mhm.
just literally looking on their phone. But my friends and family made it like super special. So honestly, it was a vibe. I had fun.
That's good. That's awesome. Being in the entertainment industry, you have to have a thick skin.
Yeah.
And let's talk about that. Auditions and,
Hmm.
how many auditions you have to do before you get the yes. And
Yes.
a lot of young actors and actresses and males and females who are in school, elementary school, high school, some college students, but especially those little ones, they don't understand it. They're like, you get
Yeah.
all these no's, and it's like, wait, am I not good enough? And then they're like, no,
Hmm.
it's just because what do you call it? This role was not for you, or
Yep.
you weren't meant for this role. For
Yeah.
your journey as all the way up till now,
Yeah.
what is your story and your background for you to realize when you learned as actress
Hmm.
Katie, when did you realize and learn that, okay, I can't take these no's so seriously anymore?
Yeah. I think that it was a big adjustment from I did every play at my high school. And then in college, it's like there's only a small pool. I still was able to do quite a few shows. And then you get into the real world, and I was like, wait, what? Like, what's happening? And you think that you're bad. And you're like, I guess I don't know what I'm doing. Or like, I don't know. I thought I would be so much farther than I was at that point. But what really put it in perspective for me was I had a tech sales job right outside of college. And basically, I was cold calling people, and I had to cold call 40 people a day. And my whole goal was to set 7 meetings for the month. And that really put it into perspective for me of the math of sales of like, oh my God, 40 cold calls a day. And that was the least amount. Like some people had to do 80, 60, like depending on their metrics. Mine was 40. And I think that just like put in perspective of like, oh, do I get 40 auditions a month? Sometimes no, you know? And I'm doing 40 calls a day just to try to get 7 meetings for that month. So that really put things in perspective of like, no, 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 it's all at bats. Like you just have to keep swinging, and eventually one of them is going to pop off. And that really helped me. And also, what really helped me too was creating my own work
Hmm.
because when I have my own project going, I don't feel very needy or like upset if I don't book anything because I already have stuff going on, you know? So yeah, for anytime I speak to younger actors, I always encourage them like make your own projects because
Right, right.
it's also it's really like it's empowering and all of that, but yeah, then you don't feel that void and like that almost like it can make you feel really down on yourself when it's just the reality of the
Hmm.
business. Yeah.
And that's true. It's the tough environment of all the
Hmm.
auditions and everything. What is the most funniest audition you ever done? Like the most embarrassing?
Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, I actually posted this on my TikTok because I was like, please, y'all, somebody realize what I have to do on a day-to-day basis. But it was like, it was a commercial audition, and basically you had to talk in gibberish, and but you're at a party, and so it was me, and you're alone filming this self-tape and like. I think I was in my husband's my mother-in-law's garage filming this self-tape by myself and I'm literally like dancing, pretending there's music, there's no music, and then I pretend to see somebody and then I talk to them in gibberish. I'm like, "Ah, blah, 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 blah," and I it's all on tape and I have to submit it and that is my audition. And I was like, this is insane. And stuff like that happens all the time. I mean, and also like with these new vertical dramas that are happening, I'm sure you've seen a
Hmm.
bunch of these. Yeah. So like some of the lines are just like, wait, I'm sorry. What? Like, because it's so dramatic. And I just had one and I it was cracking me up though. I was trying to practice it seriously, like I was truly trying. And then I just bust out laughing and but I was able to get a good take. But like I literally am like you bitch, you stole my pizza. Like, and I'm pissed. I'm pissed, like genuinely. And it's just so funny. So, no, there's so many things like that. And it's
Wow.
just like if I meet people that aren't in the industry, I'm like, you have no idea. Like, obviously, there's some really cool like roles and stuff like that come through. Like, I really do love a lot of the characters I audition for. But sometimes I get things and it's just comical. It's
Hmm.
hilarious. Yeah. Do you
What?
act at all?
No, no.
No? Okay.
No, but I've been hearing a lot of stories
Yes.
like yours and a lot of actors and actresses, and they're all the funny auditions they've done and everything, and the most serious ones.
So many.
So my follow-up was, what was the most serious audition you ever done?
Hmm. Like serious in like I guess like tone wise, like
Yes,
it's like
or a crying audition.
oh yeah. Oh, all the time. All the time. I mean, I'm trying to think of one that was recent. I mean, well, okay, well, yeah. One of the ones that I recently did was super dramatic. I loved the script. I was really in love with the character, and she was like, she was very manipulative, and basically her boyfriend's trying to leave her, and she's just sobbing, crying, threatening to kill herself, like basically going like manic, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it, honestly. But yeah, that stuff like that happens all the time.
Hmm.
All the time. And yeah, you just have to just make it work and find the truth in your body. But
Right.
I love that stuff.
100%. Now,
Yeah.
I want to dig into, do you have any upcoming projects that you're allowed to talk about? I understand you may have
Yes.
signed the DNR and all that stuff, so totally fine. But
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff right now is all stuff that I'm working on personally. So I have a comedic web series called New Me, and it's about an insecure college freshman that's struggling to find herself because of all this pressure from social media. So it's full of like really bad Tinder dates, like drinking way too much wine and like trying to look sexy in clothes and it just not panning out. It's really funny and it's going to be in the Round Top Film Festival in November. And so we're hitting all these festivals right
and you
now.
and you directed it.
I wrote it and I starred in it and I produced it. But I
Okay.
had some friends come in to help with the acting and stuff.
And
that
I
directing.
want to dig into what made you decide to write this.
Oh, yeah. I got the idea because I was at dinner at this place that's like Instagram worthy. It's like super cool. And I look and there's a whole table full of like 16-year-old girls and they're all dressed like they're 25, like they're going to a club basically. And they're not looking at each other. They're all looking at their phones. And the only time they look up is to take a picture, like together or of their food. And then they just go back right back to their phones. And I was like, what the fuck? Like this culture is crazy, like the Instagram culture. And and I've had my own personal struggles of like the comparison. Like I'm really bad at comparing myself on Instagram. And so I was just like, oh, it'd be kind of interesting to explore a character that's like totally not in this
hmm
world, but being affected by it because it's all around. So yeah, that's how I got the
You know,
idea. And
one thing,
then,
pardon me, I want to say I agree
no,
with
go
you is
ahead.
that we are becoming a society, younger generation. I'm probably one of them. We are not paying attention to our friends as much. Like I
No.
mean we are, but it's like now we're glued to social media, like we're looking at our
Mm-hmm.
phone.
Yes.
I mean it's becoming normalizing,
Yeah,
right?
it's weird.
I know
It's
it's weird,
weird.
but I mean, unfortunately, I don't think it'll never stop. It's just part
Yeah.
of the society.
Yeah, it's because it's so addictive and like I don't know. I catch myself too. Like I really want to look at my phone. Like I just really want to. You just want to check. It's an impulse. It's really it's weird. It's really weird. I try so hard to like I take breaks from social media. I like put my phone in the other room sometimes. Like I really try to be intentional to not let it get that way because I don't like it. And I don't like it if we're hanging out and then it's like we're not even paying attention to each other. We're like, why are we here?
hmm
So, and I think too, as an actor, like I value so much human connection, human experience, like all that stuff. So, yeah, that's one of the things that like uh, it I use social media. I need social media for my job. Like I have to use it. And I do like it, but it's dangerous too.
Yeah, and I mean, also, I think, no, I don't want to say I think. We became in a society where we don't make phone calls to our friends
No.
anymore. It's
Mm-mm, you're
just
right.
texting.
Yeah, you're so right.
So you can't
Mm-hmm.
hear their tone, what they're going through, nothing
Yes.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 it's not right. It's not right. Like, I know, I mean, I will call my friends, but it's never like spur of the moment. I'm usually like, hey, can we schedule a call? Like, can we call at this time on this day? And it's like probably back in the day, you just picked up and called and hope they answer and you know?
Right. That's
Yeah.
true. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, it really is.
Right. I gotta ask, what's the most pivoted moment in your career?
Um, Probably after I had my son. I had my son, he is 22 months old, so almost 2 years ago. And after I had him, literally everything changed for me. Like my whole entire mindset, my whole entire approach, like everything just got so much better. And it took a turn that I would have never expected
hmm
because I didn't know, I didn't want kids. I was scared to have kids. I thought that it would be a detriment to my career. And that's just something that I was always told, like in college, like my professor literally told me, like, and told our whole class, like, you're gonna have to break up with your boyfriends. Like, you can't get married. Like, you can't have kids. Like, that's just the way of it is, like, as an actor. Um, and so I just felt really lucky that like I did have my son. And then I realized afterwards, I was like, oh my God, like my work is not everything. Like, and it will never be able to fill me, like you
hmm
can't get, or at least I can't get everything from my job. And that's what I was doing before. I was like total workaholic. Like I just love what I do. And like I love like grinding, and I was just like everything you could think of to like work as much as I could, I was doing it. And but it's really not that healthy for me, you know? Like it was just I mean, I would just like I would do so much and like
Hmm.
overcommit and do so much. And then of course you burn out, you know, or you have like your like little crisis of like, oh, what am I doing with my life? Like that would happen to me. I would have a crisis probably like once a month. And it's like, well, I'm not living in a sustainable manner.
Hmm. Hmm.
And but yeah, well, after I had my son, I was just like, oh my God, like I can get so much like fulfillment from my family. And then like my acting stuff, it's all still happening the exact way that it's supposed to. And when I book jobs, it's just like bonus happy. It's not like it's everything to me, you know? So that was a
Right.
big change for me.
Well, congratulations, by the way.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
As being, I want to say, young actress, and as a mother,
Hmm.
do you hope that your son becomes an actor, or do you want him to figure out later on, if
Yeah.
that's what he wants to do?
I know. Yes. I would try not to push anything because I mean he's cute. I'm like kid could book some commercials probably, but I haven't done anything. Like some of my friends, they immediately put their babies on they tell their agent, the agent puts their baby on their site, like and they're like, let's get that, you know, get that bag. And I respect it, but I want him to figure it out for himself.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty interesting. Like I can already see where some of his interests are at not even two, like just things he gravitates towards. He loves sports, all sports, super into it. And he also loves piano, music, like all of that stuff. So I'm like, oh, I wonder which way you're gonna go, you know? So if he wants to be an actor, I mean, great. Like I'd be so happy to help, but I'm not gonna force it on him, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, but you know what? Like it's such a weird thing because sometimes I'm like, well, I wish my mom, you know, would have got me into this sooner so you could start earlier. But it's like she didn't know that that's what you wanted when you're that young and my mom's not an actor. None of my family is actors and all of that. So,
Right. I totally
yeah.
hear you. I totally understand.
Mhm.
What was the most favorite? I know say favorite is kind of hard to say, but what was your most favorite role you played?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me think. Um I mean, I was so lucky to do a Doll's House a while ago, which is a play, um, and I got to play Nora, and she's the lead character, and she just goes through this full. I mean, I love doing theater, so it was just like a full 180 journey, and that play, I remember specifically, it just fulfilled me in so many ways. Are you familiar with A Doll's House?
No, I know. I
No?
was about to ask you, what is it
Yeah.
about?
So it's by Henrik Ibsen, very famous playwright. It's like a classic. And basically, there's a woman named Nora, and she's kind of like a housewife. And it's back in the day. I don't know what time period it is, but you know, her whole job is raising the kids and keeping house and all of that stuff. And she ends up making like a business decision for her husband, like having to do with some kind of loan. She handled it herself, and she messes up basically, and it gets her in huge trouble with the guy that had the loan and
Hmm.
with her husband. And but basically the whole thing that happens at the end is she says, you know what? I, this isn't even, I don't even want this. I don't want this life. Like I don't even know who I am because I've spent my entire time raising the kids, keeping house. I haven't done no self-discovery. And then she leaves. Like she literally leaves. Her kids too. She leaves her kids too. She's out. And
Wow.
I know, I know. So I think it was like a really revolutionary play at the
True
time.
story?
I don't
Oh.
know. I don't know. But yeah, it's really cool. It's cool. You should check it out.
I need to check.
A lot of places do it. It's a good one.
I need to check it out. And you said
Yeah.
you did theater work. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yeah,
So, do you
that was a
like
play.
theater or do you like being in front of the camera?
They're totally different to me. They feel so different. Um, I I I think I like theater more, but it's been a while. I haven't done theater since COVID. Since COVID, I've only done film. And not really by like I just started focusing, you know? Um but I love in theater that I feel the audience and also that you have that full experience, you know? Because when you're in film, it's like everything's out of order and there's a lot of cutting, so it's like it's just these little moments. You're just capturing little moments.
Hmm.
So I think like as far as like acting goes, I love a play. I love doing a play. But also, set is really fun too. And just like you're on set for so long, you know, you're there for like 12, sometimes 14 hours. Like, so it's just a whole wild ride, adrenaline ride too, like in itself. But yeah, my heart probably still lies in theater.
Right. In theater, you
Yeah.
can mess up a line and still continue.
Totally. Yeah. You just keep going. There's all these moments for, you know, if something goes wrong, it's fine. You know, it's just part of it.
Not on camera. You have to.
I mean, honestly, I I think that some things will happen too on camera and I always try to keep going.
Hmm.
I probably the theater in me of like just continue. And then but I also think that that's when magic can happen on camera too. Is those little
Right.
moments of like, oh, I didn't know that was going to happen and then, you know, we found this and because it's so organic and it's
Hmm.
new. So sometimes it's gold when that happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to go back real quick because I know I asked you when's your other upcoming project, but is
Yes.
there any other ones that you want to mention real quick, or is there?
Yes. I have a project right now. We're gearing up to shoot it. So, it's called Graduation Night, and it's about two best friends who, on the night of their graduation, they're realizing that adulthood isn't about gaining freedom, it's about losing each other. So, it's almost like you know, we all go our separate ways as we
Hmm.
grow up and those journeys. So it's the night before all of that happens, that big change.
And
And
when does that come out?
we're aiming to have it done by like spring of next year. And
Okay.
then it'll be on the festival circuit. But the team is really good. We have a really good team for it. So I'm excited. I'm excited. And we just did some rewrites that it's like it's gonna be a really fun one.
Wow. And I
Yeah.
know you said you wrote your own little film.
Yes.
And what made you decide to become a writer? Did you decide? I mean, asking you that because you're like, are you thinking about becoming a writer and producer as well, so
Mhm.
on, or do you think that was just a one-time deal?
No, I'll keep doing it. As long as I love just creating stuff, you know. I I and I feel like just the way the industry is going, if you can write, produce, act in your own project, like that's going to be really
Hmm.
helpful to you. I'm noticing it more and more of like if you look at the film festivals, like if you look at who did what, it's like, oh, that guy wrote, produced, like, hey, that guy filmed it, he edited it. Like there's people that are wearing multiple hats because it's cheaper, one, like to make a movie if I'm writing it, producing it, and starring in it, and I'm not paying myself. Like I just covered three roles, you know what I mean? And also it's like it's easier for me as the actor because I need these like how I mentioned in the beginning, I need something for myself to continue to work on. So I'm learning more about screenwriting actually. I'm reading Save the Cat, which is like a great screenwriting book, and I know I needed to read it for a while, and I'm finally reading it. And oh man, I'm learning like so much every morning when I'm reading it. So and I love producing. I really do. I've produced, this will be my fifth show that I've produced. And I just found that I like producing when it's I'm acting in it. I
Hmm.
don't like producing it if it's somebody else's project. I'm not acting in it at all because acting is really where my heart lies.
Right. So what's
Mhm.
your dream film or TV show you want to produce?
Okay, yes. Okay, I really want to. I've had this character in my mind for a while, and I want her to be just like, I want it to be really gritty. I want it to be gritty, dramatic, and she's like free spirit, like type of person that's living in her cute van with a dog and some kind of emotional turmoil journey that she's going through. Maybe something to have to do with like abortion or like getting pregnant or just something related to like the female experience. Um, that is ruminating in my brain, and that will be a story one day. I just haven't, it's not on my to-do list quite yet, but I really want something that's like very emotionally charged.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And that's what your vision, your dream is, to make more films that's for ladies.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly I don't even mean to sometimes, but I'm like thinking of all the projects that I have right now that I'm part of writing and producing and starring. They're all geared towards women. I'm just connecting the dot. They all are.
Hmm.
And it probably just happens naturally, you know?
Right.
And
That's true.
yeah, it's probably just natural. But but I really do feel like inspired to help younger women, like specifically like teenage girls. I just feel like for me personally, that was such a hard time in my life and a confusing time that like if I can ever write something or create something that can reach out to them, that I would definitely go in that direction.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
100%. What's the best advice you ever received or heard?
Um, well, I feel like I just hear this one a lot. I think just being yourself and I think that was a hard one for me personally of like I felt like for a while that I was too much because I came from theater and then I went into film and everybody was acting very small and I was like, "Oh, like I'm kind of loud and like I'm very expressive and like I have a very big personality." And so I felt like I needed to like shrink myself down and to try to fit the mode of like
Hmm.
what we were doing. And and then I found myself like over analyzing myself, even in like networking events too, of like, am I being too loud? Am I? And it's like, honestly, now I'm just like, no, 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 no. It
Be
doesn't
yourself.
matter. Yeah, just be
Yeah.
yourself because it literally doesn't matter because nobody is truly normal, I would say. Like what would be normal? I don't know. Everybody has such a range of personalities and things that make them them, and that's like what's cool about them and like you will find your people. You don't have to be everybody's cup
Hmm.
of tea. And I think that's what was hard for me. I wanted to be everyone's cup of tea, and it's just
You're an
not gonna happen.
outgoing person.
Yes, yes, I am. And yeah, and I just felt like, oh, maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm not supposed to be that way. But now I'm like, no, just be you. Just be you, you know?
Right. Just be
Yeah.
you, 100%. So what's your 5-year goal plan? Do you see yourself potentially like moving to LA or Chicago or New York, Atlanta, or to pursue more into the entertainment industry, or do you just see yourself staying where you are?
I'm staying in Texas. We just got some new incentives I'm sure you've heard about. them. So we're having more and more projects come our way, and it's getting better too for us like independent filmmakers that are here. And more and more and more people are moving to Austin. So I don't have any plans
Right.
to
And
go anywhere.
Oklahoma's film industry is growing as well.
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. I'm always looking
So
out for the castings for Oklahoma too. And with the self-tape, like I have agents in LA and Atlanta, and like if I need to, I would just fly there, but I just tape for them.
right.
So as of right now, like with where the industry is, I don't plan on moving. And plus, like my family's here, and I really enjoy being pretty close to them. And my husband's job is here and all of that stuff. But if something were to like if I booked a series regular and we needed to go, we obviously would. But no, I'm excited to see what happens in Texas with the new support that it's getting. Like I really am.
Oh, yeah, you're a family girl.
Yes, yes, I am. I am. Used to not be. I used to not be. But like I said, when I had my son, it changed everything for me.
It changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean you used to not to be a family person?
My career was everything. Like it did I mean like I love my family, but my career was number one. That's what was most important on my priority list. And then yeah, when I had my son, I couldn't have been more wrong.
So
Like
were you thinking about leaving, go somewhere else?
I wanted to go to LA. I wanted to go to LA when I graduated college, but when I graduated college, it was COVID. So nobody moved, nobody, because it didn't make sense. And so that kind of like bought some time, of like, okay, well, let's just like get through COVID and see what happens. And but yeah, and then I started making my own stuff, started building a film community here, which I'm really like connected in the film community here and go to a lot of like networking events and stuff. And I mean, the people in Austin are great. They are truly are. They're
And
really
then
great.
voila, here you are.
And then here I am. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I'm such a firm believer in everything happens just the way that it's supposed to, and that it's not my plan, it's God's plan, and
Amen.
it's truly out of my hands. Like I will always keep trying to do the next right thing, but like I really do trust in God's plan for me. Like I really
Hmm.
do. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Just everything is planned in God's plan, and God will
Mm-hmm.
help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me having my son when I was 24, that was not a part of my plan. I was like, I'm gonna wait until I'm 28, 29. Like that's what my plan was. I'm gonna get farther on my career. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Da, 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 da. And then God was like, no, 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 no. This is what's happening. And then it just opened my mind and like my whole world just expanded times 1,000. And I was like, oh my God, I was gonna put this off. Why was I gonna put this off? I just didn't know. I had no idea. And
Right.
that's another thing that I talk to a lot of young actresses about because I post sometimes about like my son and like why I was scared to have a baby as an actor. And I can't tell you the number of actresses that have reached out to me being like, I'm so glad to see someone actually doing that because I feel like we don't see it that much. And it's really a shame because it is such a monumental thing in the human experience that we would have all missed out on if we would just believed like my professor or like these other people of like no 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 don't have a kid, it's gonna mess up your body and like you'll never work again. Da, da, da. It's like wait no. So like just knowing the impact it's had on people, I've like taken note of that and been like, oh no, let me talk about this even more so that people know. Yeah.
That's interesting. I did not know that. That is very interesting
Yeah.
to learn
Yeah.
that.
It is. It is. And like people, women, they feel a lot of like, I don't know, they're just scared. They're just scared to do it because they don't want to lose. their career. They
Hmm.
really don't. And I get it. And I get it. And I think just the biggest thing is like you have to have a super supportive partner. Because my husband makes it all happen, like
Right.
truly. Without him, because I mean, like he will, every time I go to networking event, like who do you think's watching the baby? Like he's helping me almost every day, like honestly. So, yeah, yeah, it's a big issue.
Right, 100%. That's
Mhm.
absolutely amazing, and to hear the story that you're telling. I was about to say
Mhm.
selling, but to telling the story about it. Nothing you're selling
I
it
know
from.
I'm not selling anything, I promise.
But yeah, it's very true. Being in the entertainment industry, it all comes down to it's tough. You have to have a thick skin. You have all the
Hmm.
auditions and the
Hmm.
roles, being on set, and
Yeah.
you don't know how long you're gonna be on set for how many hours. It's
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
10 hours or 6 hours. And
Hmm.
it's exhausting. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand what goes on and behind the scenes or what's going on in
Yeah.
the scene, and it's exhausting for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, like, because I've been on set as like production and then on set as an actor. And I really, on set as an actor, I feel like it's way easier because I'm like, I'm having breaks, I'm gonna have a snack, like, but those production, they're on their feet. They're on their feet the whole time. Like, I mean, we'll take lunch, but no, no, no. They're like checking the lint, like they're working
Hmm.
nonstop. And it's really funny because at the end of the day, they're all like, let's go get a beer. I'm like, what? You guys are still going. I think it's really funny. It's such a specific like they just have they're just ready. They're just ready. They can run on like barely any sleep, and I really admire them for that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
It is. It's crazy. It
Yeah,
is.
it's 100% crazy.
Yeah.
So, is there any hidden talents that nobody knows about you?
Oh my God, a hidden talent? Oh my gosh, like what? What have people said before?
I don't know. I was just curious if anybody, is there any hidden talents that nobody knows about except your family and your husband?
Hmm. I am a very open person, so I feel like I share quite a bit. Um, I I don't know. I've just always been a storyteller, like in whatever facet that could be. Like when I was a kid, I wrote a family newspaper I come from a family, we have five kids, and then my two parents, so there's seven of us in the house. And I can't remember how old I was, probably like six or something, but I was on my mom's computer, the desktop, and I was writing in our computer room, which I think is so funny. We used to have like computer rooms just designated. And I wrote a family newspaper just about all the happenings that was going on, like brother got braces, like our dog had surgery, just like random stuff. And I like cut out pictures and taped it, and then I passed it out to my family. And then I would put on like puppet shows. We made like a kid-centered web series based out of we took like a stuffed animal, tied a string around it, and then we made it like do all these games. Like it was just always creating, and it was never like a linear thing. I made animations, like just whatever I could do to tell a story. And I still enjoy a lot of that stuff now. Like I just like being creative, like
Hmm.
um even like hanging out with my friends and like doing like a paint and sip or whatever. Like it doesn't matter. It's if it's creative, like I absolutely love it. Um
Wow.
and I
Amazing.
used to also write poetry too. Like I'm telling you, just whatever is creative, like I can find peace in doing whatever it is. I love to sing, and I'm not a great dancer, but I do love to dance. Anything that's expression, like I truly do like love that stuff.
That's so cool. That's amazing. So you always had it when you were little.
Yeah, that's what's so cool. Like when I'm watching my son, I'm just like, I see little things of like they're little seeds that we'll see like
Hmm.
what will grow, but I don't know, they're just so innately themselves. like
Right.
already. Yeah, it's
Right.
cool. It's really cool.
It is cool,
Yeah.
100%. I like that idea. So what would you tell your 8-year-old Katie yourself?
Oh my gosh, girl, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And life is so beautiful and fun and magical and like I'm so excited for what's in store for you. That's what I would say.
That's so
And then I would
true.
disappear into a little cloud and be like, she'd be like, what? What? That was so cool. No, yeah, I would just encourage her, honestly, of
Hmm.
like, because I mean, life can get super like scary and intimidating and overwhelming and da da da, all of that stuff too. But no, I just really realized like it's truly is so awesome. Like and just like miracles happen all the time. It's just cool. It's cool. And I'm excited for her.
Wow. That's so amazing. That's a great advice to tell you, you know. And what is the best advice or you heard or received
For acting or
for yourself or
for
anything?
myself, well, the be yourself is probably still number one.
Okay.
Um, I also this was kind of a catchphrase I used to live by, and anytime I hear it, I'm just like, oh yes, like and it's if there's a will, there's a way. And I that's always kind of stuck with me. I'm not sure where it came from or who said it, but just that idea of like anything is possible. You just have to muster up the strength, the courage to just go for it and try. And
Hmm.
yeah, that was like something that I really like. It was like something I would say to all my friends all the time and in high school. But now like when the phrase like catches me again, I'm like, yes, yes, duh. Like because yeah, I mean, with all of the production stuff, like producing is a lot, and making a film, and I mean, you're with that film for years. Like it's a long process, and you're gathering the team and like managing money, fundraising. Like it's a lot of work, but if you really want to do it, there is a way to do it. Just gotta, go
Just go
for it.
for it.
Yeah,
Don't give up. If that's
don't
your
give up.
passion, then you want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
100%. That's the
Yeah,
that's the key thing. So,
exactly. And that's been
100%.
really something that I've leaned on in this career of like the long game of like I'm not gonna freak out about what kind if I'm not like getting this series regular role like or this
Hmm.
lead in the feature right now because I am doing everything that I can to succeed in the long run. That's all I can do. So
That's true.
that's really what I focus on. And it helps.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good because, just keep going,
Just keep
keep the
going.
passion. If you love what you're
Yeah.
doing, then keep going.
Yeah. And
100%.
we just had a guest speaker at my acting class, and it's an actor who has been a series regular on TV shows and has had a super long career. And he just said like, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it sucks because our careers are not linear. They're like this, and then you just hope that the general direction is up. And like there's a lot of times where you're not working at all. And he was like, but I hope me saying that, like you can find peace in it and being like, this is just the actor's journey. Like that's just what it is. And it really did help me like find peace of like, oh yeah, duh. Like
Hmm.
everything that's happening, this is what it is. This is what it is.
Roller
And
coaster.
yeah, it's a roller coaster for
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
Up and
And
down, up and down.
yeah, and like as long as you know that, like which it's like some people, you go to school, you don't know what the lifestyle is going to be of whatever major it is that you chose until you're in that lifestyle and then you're like, oh, wait, like, if I'm a nurse, I have to work this many hours, like consecutive, like I have no life, or if I'm an actor, it's like, wait, I could go years without a job. Like, wait, what? But now that I'm in it and I'm understanding this, it's like, oh no, this is the way of this is the artist's way. That's okay with me because it's because my life outside of my work is so full that I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. So I really do feel like that helps a lot.
That's amazing to hear,
Mhm.
and just like it talks about don't give up, the courage and
Yeah,
keep going
just keep going.
in this tough industry.
Hmm.
It's tough,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
So where can people find you on social media?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram a lot. So it's Catie with a C, Catie Elaine underscore actress. And I don't use TikTok a whole lot. Like I don't even know what my name is on there. But yeah, just go on Instagram. Let's be friends on it. Let's be friends on Instagram. That's where I am
That's how I
mostly.
found you on Instagram.
Exactly. See? See? Yeah, yeah. I Are you on TikTok?
Yes, but not as much.
Exactly. Me too, me too.
No.
Um yeah,
TikTok is the way. I believe TikTok is better than no. I believe Instagram is better than TikTok.
I like it. I really do like it. I like it. But yeah, I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to get on TikTok, but there's only so much time in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so happy I found you on Instagram.
Yeah,
I
thanks
don't
for
know how I
finding
found
me.
you, but you came up and I was like,
Yay!
ooh, let me get connected with her.
Well, thank you. I really
Yeah,
appreciate you having
so
me.
it's and it just it shows the empowerment of supporting each other and helping each other and finding other people in your community or out of
Hmm.
state or
Hmm.
in the entertainment industry we come together and support each other and
Yeah.
promote each other's work and see what's going
Yes.
on, and that's the key. So you have a
Hmm.
lot of famous celebrities that's on Instagram as well, but it's
Hmm.
like you see everybody's work on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of collaboration happens through Instagram, like genuinely.
Yes,
Hmm.
100%. Instagram
Hmm.
is the way.
Yeah, there you go.
100%. So, is there any final message you'd like to tell everybody?
Um,
Any motivation, I mean, motivational quotes.
mm, I I would just say that it's a beautiful it's a beautiful life. It really is if you choose for it to be.
Hmm.
Um, find find all of the ways that you can be positive in this life, and I feel like it will really serve you in the long run. Because I mean, again, there are just days where I'm just like, oh my God, like this is my life, this is amazing. And I mean, I'm like, it's not like I'm like rich and famous or anything like that, but I genuinely feel so happy and excited and grateful. And so I think, yeah, just find ways that you can incorporate positivity,
Hmm.
good like mental health practices, like taking care of yourself, like all of that. And because the industry is tough, so take care of yourself, and I think it's going to help us all like withstand and stay in it for as long as we want to.
Right, 100%. I agree with you.
Hmm.
Take care of yourself, mental
Yeah.
health, and
Hmm.
anything can happen with God, and
Hmm.
just
Yes.
go for it.
Just go for it. Yes. Ah,
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna make a t-shirt. All of the little things.
Yes, 100%. Katie, I look forward to having you back on and
Yes.
hearing about your next upcoming projects.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you should come to the Round Top Film Festival.
Yes, when is that? Everybody.
It's November 7th is when New Me is playing. And it's in Texas. You'd have to drive. You'd have to drive across Texas. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty cool festival. They're really
Right,
putting a
right.
lot into it. So I'll send you the info.
Yes, and let me know your next upcoming film project. I would love to have you
Mhm.
back on and have you talk
Yeah.
more about it.
Okay, let's do it. Sounds good.
Yes. Thank you again, Miss Katie, and thank you
Yes,
for spending your evening with me a little bit.
of course. Absolutely. Anytime.
Thank you again. You have a good
Thank
night.
you. You too.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.